We got Kaho on the left-hand side. Demon Hunter opening, of course. We got a DK on the other side. On Echo Isle. Interesting. We've seen a move towards more immolation on Night Elves, I think. No Warden here. Kaho is an insane Demon Hunter player. A solid Warden player. Many people say that could elevate him to the next level. So far, that didn't happen yet. But he's getting there. Definitely practicing. So, Expo on the other side. No cheeky tower pushes. No ghoul pulls. But it's a Demon Hunter with a claw and immolation. That's good damage. Left the Bloodlust up on the Magi for a long time to add some damage here. DK gets the last hit. Nice to have a ring against the Demon Hunter chip damage, but you can already see the impact of immolation. Staying close to the DK. Just pressure on the DK. Why not? He can't run away at the moment. Coil was good, as of course Mana Burn is missing. That Demon Hunter is such a beast. And it's just a counter expansion by Kaho. Not teching, not doubling down. Counter expansion. Far, far, far away from the gold mine. That will take a lot of time, but I think he is buying a lot of time. Sweet surround, 1-2-0. But the Wisp is perfectly ready for the detonate to free him out of the encirclement. But at some point, Demon Hunter has to go back, has to heal up. Thing is, there should be a lot of Moon Juice now. And he should be able to bring it back. No threat of the coil anymore. Both heroes blasting through the mana pool. And 1-0 with an expansion doubling down on that. Tier 1 expansions had kind of fizzled out. But on Echo Isles, why not? Takes a step back, gets the Mercs, gets level 2. Evasion or Mana Burn is the question. Evasion is a lot of sustain. Mana Burn is of course fewer coils, but heavier mana drain. 6 ghouls on the way. Trying to distract, expecting an expansion here. He can take one coil away, I think. Is a Wisp at the ready? He could need it now. Good regen with the Ritual Dagger. Oh, Tree is getting caught in the water where he can't root. A little bit of a dance between the two. Nobody wants to commit too much. And 1-0 is mining. And with that, the aggression is kinda over. Or is it? He didn't walk the tree up to the land. Okay, interesting, Kaho. There's a tech running. His expo is late. It was kind of designed to be late. 1-0 is buying a lot of time here. The matchup versus Night Elf was never his big strength. There was Mirror and the matchup versus Orc. He's good. Oh, sweet surround. Still good damage done. Feels like in a lot of these 50-50 situations, 1-0 is getting the upper hand. Movement just a tiny bit better. Unit positioning just a tiny bit better. And Kaho making the decision to chase here. Buy time for his mercenary army to free up the expansion spot. So he's not abandoning his... Abandoning his levels entirely. Panda. Wow, is he expecting guards? It's now guards. Panda offers less tempo than a Naga, more AoE damage, more dependency on a level, tankiness. So he assumes he can go into a creeping game. Because the Panda needs level. No matter what. Levels, 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 levels. That's it. Going to 1-0 once again. Okay. Kaho's playing it a bit different than expected. With no immolation too. There was the trend in the past 10 days. Moving away for it for a higher level mana burn. And I think that's the right call. We're moving away from ghouls already, stepping into fiends. Freedom! Thank you for the sub, 51 month. Much love, Zug Zug. Zug Zug later, when Lin is playing. Big mana for the Panda, fantastic. Double Claw for the Demon, fantastic. So yeah, Immolation particularly good against ghouls. Decent-ish against fiends, but you don't really need it. So I like the call. Economy is looking good for both. No big eco-harassments. It's Creepcraft. Creepcraft, rush for tier 3. And then Naga and go. Big last hit. If Kaho gets this... No. Had a good read though on the 12 o'clock. Doing lots of damage. 1-0 can't really afford to lose this fiend here, but I guess he is. That's the majority of your damage versus Dryads. But he had a big bank. Break into upkeep now. Got a little bit of shop control. Tanky DK, but more or less useless heroes. Heroes, items. And then we set up Dryad Bears on the Night Elf side. The Panda got the level he wanted. Really, really, really good levels already. Out-leveling the Lich by a lot. But then... Do you go Talons or not? When do you go Talons? Early upgrades. Also break-in. Supply on 1-0 side. Heroes on Kaho's side. Economy even. Good steal. But Kaho's gotta be careful with this Demon Hunter there. Don't want to lose the Invo Potion too quickly. Don't want to go into a heal scroll here against Nova. Naga and go it is. Kaho needs time. More bears. Orb up. Grasping at straws at the moment. I think this push is very, very, very powerful. Double heal scroll against the Breath of Fire. Destroyers up. Ooh. Ooh, yeah, this push hits. No Ancient of War to buy time. Kaho has reserved Moonwells, but that's of course part of the static defense too. So he can't really afford to lose these 3 Moonwells here. He even needs this one to not be supply blocked. And here's the Demon Hunter. He didn't burn for a long time, so he's catching that Coil Nova. Needs the Invul Potion, needs a redo. The Care Bear at the ready. Naga in trouble, of course, a fine first target as she can't be healed by the coil. Focus fire on bears is superb though. Really well done. The Panda doesn't have that much of an impact against these fiends, does he? A single target at the moment going to the Demon Hunter. Staff out, Panda on his own. 1-0, it feels like he's not losing anything, really. That Breath of Fire though. The courtesy of a heal scroll. He's back to almost green. Statue needs to heal a lot now. Demon Hunter back into the fight after using a lot of Moon Juice. Next Breath of Fire. There's no more heal scroll. Kaho can hold this. He gets the Naga. Panda in trouble. Oh no! TP gives up the Panda. And now it's the Demon Hunter and the Dryads holding up against Destroyers. 1 Fiend and the DK Lich combo. Still looking good for 1-2-0 here, towering over him, especially in supply. But the Dryads are hard to attack, especially for the Destros. But now that the Lich can turn the focus. Ooh, that's rough. Having statues here at this part of the fight is wonderful. 1-0 seems satisfied with what he accomplished. Knows at a certain point in time the Panda's gonna be back. And with that, he needs a heal scroll. He needs an invuln. Just barely enough mana for the coil. He's just clicking down that Lich. How annoying. But there's Frost Arm. More. There's an invul potion. The Naga is bringing a mana potion for more sustain with coil. I like that a lot. And we're still waiting for the Panda. 50 seconds. This was an enormous hold for Kaho. The fact that he's alive is applaudable. But just because he's still alive doesn't mean he's winning the game from here. One big selling point for Kaho at the moment, level 5 Demon Hunter. He got a lot of XP. Solo XP. Level 3 mana burn. That is oftentimes where it turns around. Three minutes till the next ad break, by the way. If you want to protect yourself from ads, get us up. If Kaho stays alive a little bit longer. Oh, he steals the heal scroll. That's so big. If Kaho stays alive a little bit longer, that can be his game. Starting to burn. The big 150 mana burns. Still no sign of talents. I don't think he has the time for that. Big destroyer bus. We got abominations, but no upgrades. As long as there's a burn, it's good progress. God. Mana burn. Spamming it on a cooldown. Here we go. Another fight. Supply-wise, Kaho isn't ready, but the heroes might carry him. That Breath of Fire! Gigantic! When do you use your one heal scroll? You're using it now. Panda in trouble again. Heal scroll on the other side. This time we're using the TP to reset the fight. Naga in trouble. Saved by the TP. Is there another nuke? There could be a nuke. The Panda is stuck. Now he's free. And there's a shop. And there's Moonwells. The resiliency of Kaho is recommendable. Naga about to die. Demon Hunter would love to have another rejuve as the bears are falling in the front line. That is unrealistic. Dodges the coil with the stab. Well done. But is this just a fight for survival or can he clean this up? Bears marching forward. Demon Hunter's of course desperately missing, but he stabs back in. Full HP, full mana, the force of Moonwells. And now what? The Panda with his big booty blocks the Lich and 1-0 has to tap out. Kaho with 3 holds in a row. What a sick defensive play this was. Without talents. With the Panda loss. Oh man, I don't think 1-0 you can't afford your opponent to get the heal scroll there. And turns out Demon Hunter Panda is a really, really good combo. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? I was very surprised to see the hero proc. It was really the heroes. Like, of course, we talk about DK Lich, Coil Nova all the time, rightfully so. But giving Kaho 3-3 on a silver platter and then being unable to break him with the 2 heal scrolls. Save Kaho's game. And then barely any mistakes anymore, right? Outside, like the last one was the Panda loss. And even then, if he portals there, can he recover or will the Panda just die? But 1-0, then when he knows that the Panda is benched for 80 seconds, 90 seconds, can't you push forward? He was hurt as well. But then, as so often, the 150 mana burn seals the deal. An Echo Isle going to Kaho is a big, 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 big deal. And to double down on it, the matchup versus Night Elf is not 1-0 strong suit. The matchup versus Undead is probably Kaho's best matchup. Becomes a pattern in the scene. If you want to be successful, you have to be good against Undead. As every tournament win goes through happy. There's also 1-0 in Labyrinth, always contesting for top 8 at least. So obviously, that's the focus. Northern Isles next. And here already question, Kaho Warden or not? We've seen it a bit more. Is it time to bust it out? Or is it Demon Hunter again? I mean, who can blame him? After that Demon Hunter play on Echo Isles? Answer now. Demon Hunter it is. Yeah. Like, Demon Hunter is always strong in this matchup. No matter the map. Always great. Great for creeping. Great for fighting. Takes the mana away. And then we'll see if it's the Panda again. I'm curious if that's just the established strat. Now, again, DH Panda. Or if that was an Echo Isle specific thing. Because there's potential for gogs. Since we have a little bit of downtime here. Oh, are we? 1-0 is expanding. Oh, we won't have downtime. No, 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 no. Gets a little bit distracted. Demon Hunter is not here for the mana burn as he didn't skill yet. And now it's the pressure play that we've also seen on Echoes. Huh. Just abandons it. Walks it back. Ring of Region, by the way. Amazing! But yeah, this... Like, plan A for 1-0 is ruined. This is a massive delay. No progress on the Demon Hunter either, of course. That's fine. That's... It's like the Demon Hunter always has to be on the level of the opponent. And then he's fine. And if he's above that level, you're usually in a dominating position. Again, it's so much damage on the DK. Just clicks on the DK. What the hell? This is working so well. Way too well. It's not even using immolation to have a more efficient healing with Moonwells in the base. 1-0 struggling a little bit to defend this Demon Hunter alone. And yeah, ring value. That's right. Some people in this community say the Ring of Regeneration is a D tier item. I don't know, man. For me, it's a ring that brings their HP from red into green in no time. That HP regen is absurd, of course. Money Detto. He's basically creeping skeletons. But yeah, Ring of Region paying off. You know how it is with these D tiers. People put things in D tier that are absurdly strong. That doesn't matter if units or items. This is a big attack by 1-0. Sees this counter attack. It's actually kind of close. No way. It's an attack from the left hand side. Detonate, maybe? No, it didn't detonate. Okay, that's a lot of time bought. This was dicey though. There's some cool back and forth games today. Nobody is really dominating. Love to see that skeleton ghoul attack from the left hand side. Kaho thought he has it. And then it's his game from there on out. But no. So now he's stuck in a position where he has to rebuild the Tree of Life. While attacking the north. And 1-0 is building an army and creeping. I like that. We're gonna have an answer to Kaho's hero composition as well. If it's a panda once again, or if he goes back to the Naga. It's a cancel. I would have lost every single ghoul. Same for me, man. On the first creep camp. That's why I'm playing Fiends. So, we still don't have an answer for the second hero. He's holding that one back. It's very interesting to me. Super short on lumber too. 2 kills by Night Elf buildings, grand experience. No. That is oftentimes a problem for the Night Elves, actually. But no. The buildings, whether they are rooted to the ground or uprooted, are always buildings. And buildings don't give XP. We have an answer to the second hero question. We're going back to the Naga. No, Sarai, I think he means if the ancient kills something, if that gives XP. Soon getting banned again, Sarai. I feel it. Okay. Let's clarify. If the ancient kills something, your heroes don't get XP. If you kill an ancient, you get XP. We dance for the null. Naga can control this well. You can Nova though. Oh, too early! Kaho got it! Ring of the Archmagi 2120 though. Big item, but arguably at this stage of the game, experience is way more important. Gotta be a little careful with this Demon Hunter here. But there's only a coil. One coil. He's just storming. What? A Shredder push? What? Oh my god. I mean, I'm kind of missing Ritu here. He's Shredder pushing. Sapro got sniped, but the Shredder is still at Acolyte. And then he taps out? Huh? What just happened? What? What? Why? What? Wait. We gotta rewind this. We gotta rewind this. What the? I'm so confused. This damn Ancient of War discussion ruined everything. Okay. Oh, it was no tier 3. It was only Dryads. Oh, he didn't tier 3 behind it. Okay, so the towers are coming up. He sees this coming. Sapro's coming from the left. This is kind of a crazy all-in. Yo, instant snipe. OMG. Okay, yeah. No counter expansion, no tier 3. Shredder push all in. Oh my god, I got so carried away by this. Sorry! And then 1-0 wins. I thought it's just a mid-game push to do some damage. But that was an uber all-in. Ay, D-tier caster. D-tier caster. Oops. If the Sapper connected, Kaho had a chance. I think it kind of boils down to that Expo kill, eh? That was super close. But yeah, I kind of missed that there was no tier 3 to follow this up. That was clearly an issue. Well, with that, the series is tied 1-1. We have a best of 3 and we have another game on Tidehunters. Ghoul pull! Ghoul pull! Oh, successful ghoul pull. This is horrendous for Kaho. Okay, so there was an Ancient of War in the works. 120 just rushes over with the ghoul, wakes up the creeps, make them attack the Ancient. Via that cancel, you don't instantly have enough lumber anymore to rebuy it. That's Baron's fault, by the way. Shame Baron in the chat. So this has a downside, of course, on the undead, or from the undead perspective. You don't get any lumber at the beginning of the game. But you receive some pain to inflict even more pain. And he's still going with the demon. I thought this kind of forces him into a keeper, because a keeper has been played a lot on Tidehunters. But this is not something new anymore. People are, especially 120, and also Happy started to do it. So Night Elves need to have a plan B in case that happens. But it's a Demon Hunter again. Immolation can always help you catch up. Why not use Mana Burn from level 1 on if he's not really using Immolation anyway? You need to kill the ghouls, otherwise the ghouls kill you. The more solutions you have against ghouls, the better your game is. Yes, yes, ghouls got nerfed, but they're still very strong. They just overrun your base. They kill your buildings, they kill your wisps, they kill your archers. They surround your demon hunter. They do everything. So we got Immolation up. Recreep. And okay, no burns yet. Yeah, can't afford to be surrounded. Gets level 2 soon, but not just yet. He's again investing into a skull. He's again trying to expand. I guess why not? After that Ancient of War kill. Ooh, Detto. Good splits by 120. Always makes it so one wisp can't attack 2 skeletons. For now. And level 2 came a little bit late for efficient burns. DK vs Demon Hunter, like the cinematic at the end of the campaign. DK wins. Tier 2 first, Hunter's Soul second. Expo third. So, decision making time for 120 now. How to attack, when to attack. Or play it defensively. Yeah.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击，一座基地正遭到围攻。
Okay, knowledge is power, and we got knowledge about that. With the Naga now, and with Immolation, this can deal tremendous damage to the ghoul. That's why we get a counter Naga. Whenever we see 2 Naga coming out of the tavern, one of them dies. That is the case here too. No boots on the opposing Naga. That's a bit of a problem. And great damage coming out of 120.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
But that was a fight in the middle. Oh. Who gets the big ogre? Oh, cow, there was no mana. Wow, how ironic. The Demon Hunter didn't have the mana for a burn. And yeah, the Naga is back in no time. Doesn't cost much. I think the trade was alright. Big mana for 1-0 is obviously fantastic. There's... Ooh, this is the worst timing to cross the river. But 1-0 is a nice guy. Helping Kaho to creep up this spot. Gets another item. And unfolding his tier 3. I feel like the game is coming together nicely. For 1-0. Even though it's certainly better for Kaho than last game. Need the 2-base ASAP. And level 3 ASAP. Which he's gonna get at the turtles. But those are only small camps. And 1-0 seemingly accelerating a bit fast. No pressure on the Undead Expo. And now we establish 2-base. So now we have a little bit of time. Oh no, we're in an ad. I will wait till the ad is over. Kaho needs a defense like he did in game 1, I feel. It's still a long time. And he will get tier 3 and he will have an orb. But Dryad Bears have a tough time holding the destroyer push. Good engagement now. Dryads can't be nuked. Demon Hunter is strong. Playing into the level 2 mana burn. Exactly. Putting pressure on the Naga. Love to see that Demon Hunter movement. Forcing an invul potion he just found. Well done. Kaho is so absurd with his Demon Hunter movement. Oops! Not with his Ancient of War movement though. So yeah, here's what I'm about, here is what I was about to say. We got a lot of new players coming into the scene, thanks to Grubby, Soda Poppin' and Tyler1. And a lot of them go to the Gym Discord, !Gym. And Gym has this wonderful, wonderful league where people learn to play the game called Gym Newbie League, where you get paired up in teams with a coach. For that league, we're looking for coaches. If you want to be a coach, join the Discord. Contact Baron, also here on Twitch, Baron TV. And of course, in general, if you want to learn the game, join that Discord. Very important to get coaches. So if you know a thing or two about this game and would like to help the scene, there you go. Oh man, that is a gnarly engagement right there. But it's only archers. Freeze up supply. And this time we got the buffer Ancient of War up. Orb up. Well, nobody doesn't do too much again. Kaho very, very low mana. And only 60 food. 1-0 with the adjustment of going A-bombs a lot quicker. to have a damage sponge. Ah, stream, move. There we go. Not much mana left on the DK, but he has that big potion. The coil is always an option. So is Nova. Last bit of moon juice is gone, so Demon Hunter has to get out. Bears finding a connection to the fiends in the backline, as one abomination is not preventing them from reaching that place. But the destroyers up in the air, reigning supreme over the bears. That took a lot of sustain away from them, as there is no statue, but the replacement statue is coming in now, and the focus fire is just absurd, and Kaho knows that there's no chance. 1-0 flips the series on his head, starting with the ghoul pull, not taking any risks after. And he just wasn't ready for this. Never able to recover from that very early game. And all of a sudden, Kaho's facing the lower bracket. Northern Isles and Tidehunters back to back, going 1-0's way. We are looking at an Undead Mirror winner bracket final if Kaho is not turning this series around. On Echo Isles, he was able to hold this push. But here it wasn't. Maybe it's time for the Panda again, but then on what map are you getting a level 3 for first and second hero? Love that abomination. It adds a lot more beef to the equation. But yeah, felt like things spiraled out of control a little bit from that mid-game engagement on. Yeah, he got 3 ghouls for the Naga, but there was also a lot of space and experience on 1-0 side. And the Demon Hunter could never unfold his real strength, was never really able to roam, was never able to get the burns in. And then this push hits at full force. Match points 1-0. Who would have thought that we'd see 1-0 one step away from the winner bracket final after he was in a group with Lin and in the winner bracket quarterfinal with Lin and then up against Kaho. I am positively surprised by 1-0's shape here at WAL Summerfest. So let's see if Kaho can bring it back. Ooh, big side on the player cam. Big sigh. That doesn't look too great. Is Kaho defeated already? Hammerfall it is. This time, no ghoul pull. Ghoul stays at home. Hammerfall, a wonderful map. Lots to creep, 2 opportunities to expand. And is 1-0 still going for an expansion? It is a Demon Hunter again. Here on Hammerfall, very, very rare to see anything else. If you do, it's oftentimes a Fire Lord, but Kaho not really appreciating that hero too much, unlike a Lawlight or a Moon. So yeah, standard setup for now. So a little bit of a pull, but that also helps. Block on the way back. Creeps. I don't know, they fight for a little bit, then they leave home, then they don't want to fight out in the open. Then they have to get home to like recharge or something. Solid detonate, but not getting it. Oh, Kaho, visible frustration there. Oh my god, did he deny something? Ancient of War denies a Murloc. Yep, that's a reason to lower your head a little bit. It's not allowed to happen on this level. When you want to go into the top 4, this is not allowed to happen. Cigarette is up as well. This is not good. Kaho, this is not good. And usually he would have level 2 now if he doesn't deny the Murloc. And then he can use Immolation or Evasion or whatever you want to go for. That's not the case here. 1-0 though. Moves across. Doesn't expand yet. Kaho also abandoning his expansion, which would have been cancelled by all these ghouls. But now, he knows. Demon Hunter is here? Alright, you're not in the north? No? I can establish my base there. Was it always like that, that creep XP is globally distributed if no heroes close? Yes. Always that way. No emotion. Yeah, you gotta trade now. You gotta slow down the DK. You gotta force him to stay somewhere on the map that is not the south. Still struggling with the level 2. 1-0 didn't give Kaho anything. No skeleton, no ghoul, nothing. We have boots, we have a staff, we got a lot of herd ghouls. But that's about it. What though? Oh my god, it's 6 ghouls! That's so much damage! Archers nearby, wisps coming in. Is that enough? These ghouls, little wrecking balls, and that's why you want immolation? No way! The perfect amount of ghouls at the perfect time, at the perfect place. Kaho in shambles. 6 minutes for level 2. You cannot go into a match where you're facing match points, deny a creep, not get your level 2, and then lose this expo. You cannot. One-0 is mining from 2 bases. He's behind in tech. Of course. But he's up a base. Oh, Kaho facing the lower bracket. And that's the lower bracket with Labyrinth, Lin, and Fortitude. And then the loser of Happy and 1-0. That loser bracket is sadistic. Well, in the winner bracket you have Happy. But you can still dodge 2 rounds of the lower bracket if you win this series. And because of that, of course he's trying to claw back in. 1 misstep by 1-0. Underdeveloped heroes. There's always a chance. Quite some comeback mechanics in Warcraft 3. Thanks to the upkeep mechanism. Thanks to hero kills. Thanks to shop control. And we get a panda. The winning strat of map 1. This time it's a sieging panda. Oh, Shredder snipe? No, too much repair. He surrounds the demon. Okay, that's the stuff. Takes the acolytes off of mining. Sacrifices a lot of his archers for damage up time. Needs another breath. He wants this Shredder so bad. So bad. There's a TP. He needs to use that TP. Oh my god, he doesn't get the Shredder. Yo, the frustration visible on Kaho's player cam. Shaking his head again for the 3rd time this game. And now you got 7 ghouls, 2 fiends, double slaughterhouse to work with. Nothing's going... Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, Kaho is visibly out of this! Not his day at all. 1-2-0. Happy your winner bracket final at WAL Summer. Necromancer is back at the top of the scene, making a top 3 run when no one expected him to go there.